Morning, guys. It's Cody, Lonestardiggin. So I'm back here on a little gravel road job. Got my skid loader and my roller. My roller being my dump truck loaded. So this road, this is some of the area that got really heavy rains back in July. Like 12 inches of rain in some places of the ranch. As y'all can see here, we got a lot of ruts in here and washes. So what I've done here is I've brought this gravel, I'm gonna say 4 loads here, 5 loads, 4 loads. I think that's 4 loads spread out. But what I'm gonna do to start off with is take this loose gravel right here. It's on the side of the road that's being kicked off the side from vehicles and stuff. I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna fill this wash in with it first. That way I won't use my good material to fill the wash in. I can use some of this bigger stuff. And then once I fill that in, then I'll take this and try to get some crown out of it. That way it won't wash down. See, there's no ditch on this side of the road. Really needs to come in here and make a ditch over here. And I am going to borrow a grader whenever we get some moisture, and that's something I may do, come in there and make a ditch. This side's good, but that side over there is the high side, and of course water running down the middle of the road ain't gonna do nobody any good. So but I'll get y'all set up on the skid loader first and we'll get started on that part, guys. Y'all stay tuned. I'll set y'all up. Alright guys, y'all saw me fill that ditch in with that loose gravel here. And y'all saw me come in here and work this material. I worked it kind of working it in towards the middle of the road. That way I don't lose material outside here in the bar ditch and have to get a bunch of trash. You work that material inward, and then you won't lose a bunch of material towards the edge of the road. So now that I got it all kind of centered in the road, I'll start knocking the top of it off, kind of crowning it up as much as I can. So I'll set y'all up here and we'll get started on that part. Alright guys, I got that bladed down, humped up in the middle, so the water will stay on this side and the water of course will stay on that side. So let's get this roller going and pack it in, guys. Y'all stay tuned. Appreciate y'all watching, guys. Alright guys, I got that packed in. This is really need some water on this. It's so dry. I told them when we do get a rain, I will come back with the motor grader and grade everything. Kind of put the finishing touches on everything. The skid loader gets it good, but you can't beat a grader on these long roads. Skid loaders are good for, you know, smaller roads and patchwork and building small roads and stuff, but this road here to the compound is probably 3 to 4 miles, so I'm gonna come back and grade it. But that is the best way to track in, roll in material when you don't have a roller. Any kind of roller, vibratory roller, smooth drum roller, just a roller, pull behind roller, pneumatic roller, whatever. I don't have the money right now to have a roller, so by utilizing what I have, you know, you can kind of do the same thing if you had a, just get a full scoop of gravel in your bucket on your tracks, tracking it in with your skid loader. I feel like the truck, you know, works a whole lot better. You got 7,000 pounds, 8,000 pounds, maybe 9, maybe 10 with the skid loader full bucket. But on a truck, I'm 52,000 right there, so that does a really good job. So that's the best way to save money and do it that way. Of course, if I had some water, it'd be even better. Put that water on it. Put that water on it. Let it settle. Pack it in then. That'd be the best way. But anyways, guys, we'll move on to the next section of road and I'll set y'all up on that.
Are you ready?
There's a pretty bad spot in the road underneath the gravel. There's a big wash. So we just got the one here to deal with. You can see when I work in this material, instead of making it kind of go out in the bar ditch, I'll grab it, pull it to the left, pull it towards the middle of the road. That way, the gravel won't spill out into the grass. Because if I just push this straight and my bucket fills up with gravel, it's just going to push the gravel further out into the grass. So if you're able to get on this side of the pile and work your material in towards the road, then once you get it towards the middle of the road, then you can work it kind of like a grader would. But you gotta get it out here and come in with it. I gotta watch traffic too coming in on that road. Sticking out in the grass now. Grab it and then work it in towards the left. Getting any out in the grass. It naturally wants to work its way this way, especially if you're angling. You know, you're at an angle. Gravity's just going to want to naturally take it this way. Times I can leave that. If you leave the bucket full of material, then material can't get in your bucket. So your bucket kind of acts as almost like a box blade. if you can't take on any more material, then it's just going to push your material. No more can really be coming in the blade bucket. So now it just kind of spreads it and pushes it. Dump it out in a low spot. Same way as a grater, I'll work my material one way and then I'll turn around and work it the other way. Same way I would if I was in a grater. Right here. I'm just going to fill it in. Right here, that water just went down the middle of this road. A lot of that I can fix when I get that grater and grate it. Up here, you know, cutting down the road, and once it starts going down the road, then it just continues to wash down the road. So now I'll kind of start back dragging it, trying to smooth it up. Now that I got it pretty well like I want it. Alright, got that one done. Now we'll move up here and do this other one. Oh yeah, lovely. Lovely flat. They can't make a darn tire. They can't make a darn tire that'll stay aired up. Alright guys. Oh, about dropped y'all. Alright guys. I got this all tracked in, packed in with the truck. Need a good rain on it now. I know this wasn't a fancy, extravagant how-to video or whatever, but just wanted to bring y'all along, show y'all some of my day-to-day stuff. I may not always video little stuff like this, but just wanted to show y'all how I do it. And you know, if y'all don't have a roller like I do and you got a truck available, they work really well for a roller on some of that material. Maybe I'll bring y'all back when I get the grader. We get some rain and I'll get that grader. We got to grade this entire road, so I may bring y'all back for some of that. Y'all can see here my darn flat. I honestly think these rocks here, they're really sharp rocks. And me driving over it, packing it back and forth and stuff. Now the rocks that I brought, they're not sharp, but these rocks here that are currently here and down, they are really, really sharp. There's some, if you break them in half, they're like flint rock, you know, and got that flint in them. They can be really sharp. Cut a tire in a hurry. So, anyways guys, appreciate y'all watching. I'm gonna go drop this load and head to the tire store, I guess. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment, guys. We'll see y'all on the next one. God bless.